Episode 291. Today we're talking about some standouts in yesterday's matchup between Montreal and Washington. Pretty chaotic game for game three. First time at the Bell Center for Montreal in a playoff game for a very long time. And they ended up playing really well. They came away with a 6-3 win. They were dominating for most of the game offensively and were able to control possession for a majority of the game. And I think they were just doing a great job of being involved, holistically speaking, offensively. So Montreal, a lot of great players who were creating impact. I think one of the main guys that comes to mind is Cole Caulfield. He had 11 shots on goal in this game. He was just creating a lot of volume. He was active on the puck. He was active off the puck. He was creating a lot of chances, a lot of volume. And he also had a 2-point game. He was just very effective all around offensively. One goal, one assist for him. And then you look at the way he's able to play with speed off the rush and gain that tempo off the rush and also play with that in the O zone on possession sequences. And he was just doing a great job flying around the zone and being able to drive possession, being able to manage the play there, and was just doing a very effective job all around in all situations and was very involved for them. And they needed him to be involved. And sure did so. And Alex Newhook, who another player I really liked, had a 2-point game, a goal and an assist for him. I really like his transition ability, his speed, his pace with the puck, his pace without the puck, how he's moving with pace, how he's moving with precision, how he was timing his routes, and how he's able to execute in those sequences was just a testament to use of his speed, but also his two-way play. He is quick to get up ice, but he's also quick to recover and quick to get back, and he was doing a great job of that throughout this game. I thought when you look at his transition ability and how he's able to play in transition, a lot of it is based upon his speed and his ability to gain momentum using his crossovers. And I think Alex Newhook is one of those guys that just plays hard, he plays physical, he plays competitive, plays reliably and responsibly in every aspect of the game. And he might not be in tune with his true offensive potential yet, but I think there's still more for him to be able to produce and be able to be relied upon in many situations long term as well. I liked Alex Carrier's game. I think he was very effective and was generating offensively. He was effective in transition. He was effective in D zone at man-to-man coverage and being able to use his stick, but also use his body to shut guys down. That he's doing a great job of both, and he's very involved in both situations. Offensively, I thought he was doing well moving the line, and he was very active moving the offensive blue there, and was just reliable, being able to be competitive in the O zone, be able to provide impact, be able to provide in transition impact, and also be relied upon in the O zone as well. I really like Lane Hudson's game. I felt like a lot of their top players were rolling, like Slavkovsky, Suzuki and Caulfield, Hudson, those guys were just everywhere offensively in this game, which is really good for Montreal. But speaking of Lane Hudson, I think the weight shift deception and the ability to use that deception was definitely there throughout this game, and it was noticeable. It's a lot of flair to him, how he's moving, how he's transitioning the puck, how he's able to get up ice, how he's able to get back. How he's able to maneuver in the O zone, how he's able to activate downhill in the O zone, maneuver along the flanks. Like he's a threat when he's more off the point and when he's coming downhill and coming at your speed. And when he's stagnant, that's when he's not as effective. But when he's moving and when he's using those weight shifts and subtle deceptive moves, he's very dangerous and very hard to stop. So he was just playing a great game, really solidified all around its game, and very promising for him to be able to have that all throughout this game as well. I like Yuri Slafkovsky's game. I think over time we're going to see a more physical version of Slavkovsky continue to emerge. I think the premise of his game is built on his offensive IQ and his acumen there, which is it's understandable. But I think long term we're going to see him develop into a more true power forward, and I think that's what Montreal really wants him to be. And I certainly see a lot of potential for him to be that. He has the potential to become one of the NHL's best power forwards long term with the way he plays, the way he competes, the way he plays offensively. And it's just a testament of a modern day power forward. And I think Slavkovsky is going to be that guy long term. He's going to be relied upon in so many situations for them long term. He's going to be a guy you can factor into any situation and just be able to rely upon him, and he'll be able to do a very effective job of that long term. I like Nick Suzuki as well. I thought he was just playing a great game. He's of course, very well-rounded, very reliable in all aspects of the game. Played a very complete game, a really very reliable game, and a very steady game. So he's doing a great job, and I really liked his overall ability throughout this game. And then as for Montreal, or not Montreal, as for Washington, I liked Anthony Beauvillier, Andrew Mangiapane, those guys. I think they're pretty prototypical middle six type players for Washington, and they play that game heavy. Beauvillier plays heavy, and even though he's not the biggest player, he competes and he works and he's very relentless with his details and how he's able to be reliable in those situations. Jacob Chikrin, just a testamental and example of a modern day two-way defenseman who can play and compete at both ends of the rink and be reliable in transition as well. Of course, Alex Ovechkin, Connor McMichael, I think those guys are pretty obvious in terms of I think McMichael's been very effective for them throughout the playoffs thus far. Just the way he's been battling, the way he's been able to generate offense, the way he's able to compete and get pucks back and get pucks back in retrieval situations is just he does it so well. He's so reliable in those situations and just does a great job of being able to rely upon so many foundational skills to be able to advance himself offensively and also in transition and using his speed there as well. Alex Ovechkin, pretty self-explanatory there. Same with Dylan Strome. I thought Dylan Strome had a very effective game. Him and OV together, I think, arguably one of the better duos in the league now. Just the way they play the game, the way they read off each other, the way they're able to use their instincts and always own instincts. I think it's something that not many players have together, but Strome and OV have that together and was really great to see out of those two. Well, Lars Eller, one of the guys who's most engaged physically more than anywhere else, is how he's able to play a two-way game, how he's able to play a shutdown game, how reliable he is offensively, and also defensively, just being able to play a shutdown game and be able to shut other guys down, especially other top lines and stuff like that. He does a great job of that and just plays a very reliable game from a center perspective.